What's going on, boys? Middi here, and today we're going to be talking about Season 3's rank progression challenges. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with these, they are basically challenges that you can do and they unlock after you reach a certain level. Every time you rank up, one of these will unlock, and there's 100 in total to do. Every 10 you do, you get a little emblem that you can see on the bottom. Not all that, but normally when you finish them at the end, you get an emblem that moves. For some reason on Season 3, the emblem doesn't actually move, which is kind of lame. I don't know why they would animate every single one and then make this one not animated. Now I'm going to go over some of these challenges. More or less I'm going to be talking about the harder ones to do. A lot of them are just very grindy. I mean, you got stuff like get 300 kills or get 333 kills with free attachments, stuff like that, and I'll be going over a few of them and telling you the easiest way on how you can do them. So at the start, you're going to have a lot of these probably already unlocked if you've been leveling up. You've got a lot of things like get 400 kills and get 5 frag grenade kills. You're going to do this anyway. Just sort of check the challenges you've got already and adjust your class to do this, so it's kind of killing two birds with one stone. If you've got frag kills, put frags on. If you need to get 300 kills with free attachments, then use a gun with that. You know, just try and have a class that's set up for this so you can do it all at once instead of trying to do them individually. Now on the second lot, you got stuff like get 75 one shots with sniper rifle. A lot of these guys you should be doing on ground war, just because the amount of people there are. You know, you can throw frags and get multiple kills with it. There's a lot of people sniping, and if you have the downtown map, there's going to be tons of people with snipers, so definitely keep checking on what challenges you've got. Okay guys, and probably one of the hardest challenges on this whole entire thing is resistance, which is get a 5 kill or better against attackers while guarding a single objective without dying. 5 or more kills without dying against attackers. So the way to do this is be on a point, whether it's a hard point at headquarters or an objective flag in ground war, and sit on there and just absolutely camp it out. You've got to get 5 kills without dying. Use shrapnel, put your 2 claymores down, make sure you got ghost and cold-blooded on. And basically I just camped on a B point in ground war and just got lucky with this. I mean, I just camped here and I was getting kills one by one. It is quite a hard one to do it, but you've only got to do it once. I did have a friend who had a riot shield and he was helping me out on this, but you can just sit here and camp with claymores and everything else that you need. I do think the easiest way to do it is on ground war. I mean, I tried doing this with a tank, but it wouldn't count for some reason. But you just need to sit on a point and absolutely camp it out. That is the only way you're going to do it. Claymores and everything else will count as a kill, and it has to be an offensive kill, so it counts for this, guys. Just remember that, alright? They have to be on the point and you have to kill them on it for it to count. Now this is one of the challenges that's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's called Focused, and it says kill an enemy that's blinded or stunned you 5 times. Now I suggest you put on Battle Hardened, which is perk 3, and try to play smaller game modes, stuff like Headquarters or Domination or Hardpoint. Definitely I think in Hardpoint a lot of people are going to stun you. You are going to do this naturally over time. Just make sure you've always got Battle Hardened on, and just hope that people are using more stun grenades, because I know some people don't use them in certain games. Just play game modes that are objective based, or you will come across someone who's throwing a flash grenade or a stun in an objective that you're defending. You've got the smoke grenade one, which is kill 30 enemies in proximity to a smoke grenade. To me, it's not really a hard challenge, but I know a lot of people do actually struggle with this. You want to get a map like Shoot House or Rust or even Shipment if you're lucky and you find it in a playlist, and just spam your smoke grenades, throw one down, try to kill anyone around it. You don't necessarily have to be in it. The enemy can sort of be a little bit outside of it and you can pick people off. Obviously putting on a thermal scope is going to help you massively doing this. Next you've got Crushing, which is run over and kill 25 enemies using vehicles. Another one which I actually think is quite fun, but you can do this either in ground war using a helicopter and hitting people like that. You've got Warzone using trucks and jeeps. Same with ground war, you can just get in the truck and do circles around a building and just keep running people over. So use the truck, go into Warzone, run a bunch of people over and get kills like that, or go into a ground war game and use the truck or a tank. The trucks are quite good just because of the speed of them, but just keep trying to run people over. Okay, now you got 25 kills with Semtex. For some reason, I actually hate using Semtexes. I've done that one in hardcore. Maybe you've got a better game mode that you like doing. Sticking an enemy is a bit lame, and if someone's using EOD, it makes it hard. So you've got either hardcore, or again, you've got the ground war option that you can just keep spamming the grenades. Then you've got Aggression, which is get 10 double kills against enemies defending objective flags. Yet again, you can do this in normal domination or ground war playlist, especially in ground war, because how many people are on an objective at a time, and you're going to get a little piece of writing that comes up saying offensive. So ground war will be the best thing for this. You can just hold in the middle, like normally where the C flag is, and tons of people are there. You could just literally put an RPG on and flush them out with that. Then you got 15 throwing knife kills. If you guys are struggling, you don't use throwing knives that much, then put on a stun grenade, throw a stun down, and then players basically just going to freeze and not be able to move as fast. You can get an easy throwing knife kill just like that. And then you got the 4-piece dinner. This is pretty much in every season. They've always added this, and it's get 2 quad feeds, 4 uninterrupted kills in the kill feed. Best way to do this, and how I normally do it, is using either a cruise missile on ground war and just just absolutely booming a bunch of people with it. And then of course if you get anything like an AC-130, maybe even a Harrier or something like that, you can end up just getting a quad feed like that if you're lucky. But an AC-130, chopper gunner or cruise missile are the best ways to get this. You've got snack attack, which is get 2 or more enemies with a single piece of lethal equipment. Now the way that I actually did this was I went onto ground war, I put 2 C4 onto a helicopter, ran away, left it alone for about 2 minutes, and then some guy got into it. I waited for his team to spawn on top of it as well, and then I blew it up like that. There are of course other ways to do this. You can just throw a frag and get lucky and hit 2 or more people with it, but generally, or maybe you get lucky with a claymore, but generally speaking, if you're really struggling and it's hard, then do the C4 trick. You know, go up to a helicopter even in Warzone and pop it off like that and it will get a kill. Now you've got more of an advanced one, I'd say. It's either the hardest one or the second hardest one, which is calling a juggernaut. You was actually able to do this on the mode called drop zone, where care packages could drop and you could just pick up a juggernaut and get really lucky. But obviously if that's not in the playlist, I've done a link about this already. You can click above and watch that video if you really want, which is basically explaining to you, you get a cruise missile, and then from the cruise using kill chain you get a tank, and then from the tank you get the jug. But definitely if you're really struggling with this, use a sniper, go into ground war, make sure you've got kill chain on, and then get your cruise. From the cruise get Harrier, and then if you're really lucky, the Harrier will end up getting you the jug, and if not, you could just start with a cruise and then a chopper gunner and then a jug, I don't know. But using kill streaks like that with kill chain will definitely help it. Or you could get extremely lucky and use care packages and get a jug from that. I'm pretty sure it'll count. Next we got another one, which is get 20 kills with C4, and like I said before, you guys can booby trap vehicles either in Warzone, because these still will count in Warzone. So just try using C4 to bait out vehicles, use them as booby traps, helicopters, jeeps, weaker vehicles like that. If not, you can just run and gun on a smaller type map like a domination shoot house and run around and just throw a C4 and one hit people. If they've got EOD, obviously you're gonna have a bit of trouble, so I don't recommend doing it if you know a lot of people on the enemy team have EOD. But if they don't, then absolutely slam them with that. Just make sure you're double tapping X, which will detonate it straight away instead of pressing R1. So Fury Killer, get 2 Fury kills, which is 4 rapid kills. Though unlike a quad feed, doesn't need to be all on the screen at the same time. You just need to get 4 kills in a kind of quick time. So same thing again, use a cruise missile, or if you're an absolute beast, play smaller modes and use an SMG and wipe people out like that. Ground war again is the best mode for it. Get 50 kills using an infantry assault vehicle. Now the IEV is in fact this tank here, which spawns in ground war and you can use. If not, then you can just use the kill streak infantry assault vehicle. And like I said to you before, with the kill streak of using the cruise, the tank and then the juggernaut, you can do that and then try and do both at the same time. And then you've got one called doing work, which says earn 7 triple kills on enemies near an objective flag. Yet again guys, and I'm repeating myself, but ground war again is a really good mode for this. If you're not a fan of doing it on ground war, headquarters or hardpoint is a good one as well, because there's always going to be enemies either capturing or defending the headquarter or hardpoint, where you can then use stuff like C4 or an RPG to absolutely wipe everyone off the point. Just make sure you're playing modes with loads of people that are tightly going to be in a spot. I mean, hardcore is another good one. How easy is it to get a triple if someone's capping B or something like that? So you got challenges like this, like get 5 kills without dying 10 times. Like I said to you before, using a sniper going into ground war and just camping. I know it's frowned upon, but it's the way to do the challenge, the easiest way. The rest of them are pretty grindy, like get 100 kills using this weapon with this many attachments. You got stuff like Unforgiving, kill the enemy that killed you most recently 3 times. You're gonna have to play smaller game mode, you know, like 6v6. You don't want to be playing ground war doing the challenges like this in it. And guys, that is kind of it really. I didn't want to sit there and tell you the challenges that are absolutely easy and you're going to do them anyway. Most of them are just grindy. Apart from the few that I picked out, you can just adjust your class every so often and just do multiple ones at a time. But that is pretty much it for the video. I hope it helped you guys. If it didn't, or if you've got a question, let me know in the comments. I'll answer back and let you know. If you like the video, as always, make sure you subscribe to me and like the video, and I'll see you guys later.